Hello, Maylin.
Hi, Michael. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I was able to have a good start to the day. I was able to, get a good workout in, eat a big hearty breakfast, and also able to spend time with my family.
Wow, that sounds great. Sounds like you are ready for this
Yeah.
interview. All right. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So yeah, I am currently a undergraduate student at Dominican University. I am a junior in the fashion merchandising department. I like to kind of help out with my school, especially the fashion department. I like to work with them, with the other design students.
Mm-hmm.
And I also am working currently for the upcoming fashion show that's coming up in the next few months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to be a model for one of my friends who is a designer showing their senior collection. So I've been working with him from the past semester trying on garments, and I will be soon be doing workshop classes for modeling.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Also, outside of school, I like to also keep up with the fashion industry. So, with that, I like to read business articles, and I also like to read and keep up with fashion trends, such as like reading like sources like Business of Fashion, Women's Wear Daily. And I think that's important not because it's my role as a fashion student, but also because as if I'm going to pursue a career in the fashion industry, I have to be able to keep up with the ongoing trends and the ongoing ways that the industry is trying to alter itself to be more different.
Very true.
Yeah. And also, I like I also work part time as well in retail. I've been working at Barnes and Noble in Deer Park for about 4 years.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's amazing.
Mhm.
Could you tell me a little bit about your role at Barnes & Noble?
So yeah, I'm cross trained in both in the sales floor and in the receiving department. So on the sales floor, I'm able to like work with customers by locating merchandise, ordering merchandise for them. I also am skilled at promoting some of our current monthly picks to them, and also trying to recommend like books that people are looking for. So that's on the sales floor.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I work in the receiving department. So in that department, I work with basically I'm by myself, but I'm usually with my manager, trying to help receive the merchandise that comes into our store from deliveries. And I am like kind of working with them by organizing the stock room for so that my coworkers can be able to put out the merchandise efficiently. And I also um, complete orders in my store by shipping out and packing orders to be shipped out.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me a little bit about some of your, do you have a big weakness at work?
So yeah, I would say a weakness of mine, especially I've noticed, was my time management skills. I usually tend to stay on a task far too long, and I think that can be a kind of a con just because if you're working in a retail environment, it's important to be able to recognize that you have other tasks that need to be completed throughout the day. So it's important to be able to work through like a task efficiently, but also not trying to rush it, but also just trying to figure out a way that you can efficiently get that task done so that you can swiftly go to the next one.
And how are you trying to improve that time management?
So yeah,
What have you done?
yeah,
Yeah.
I would say one thing I've been doing is that before starting the task, I would be able just to like work through with my manager by asking them questions if I have any like things that are going on in my mind that are confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think working more with my manager, just trying to figure out to efficiently get the task done, or even asking them for advice trying to complete a task as well. I think that's really important, especially if you're like stuck. So it's okay to ask questions.
For sure, for sure. Could you tell me a little bit about some of your greatest accomplishments working at Barnes & Noble?
Mm-hmm. So I would say an accomplishment of mine was that I was able to be promoted to a receiving associate after only working 1 month at Barnes and Noble. And
Wow.
yeah, thank you. My assistant manager said it was because she noticed that working there, she noticed that I was able to adapt very quickly and was able to quickly learn the ropes, not only with customers, but also with my coworkers as well. She said that you do a really good job working with customers and working with the team. So,
great. Could you tell me about a time in which you had to deal with a difficult customer and how you overcame that challenge?
Yeah, so there was this one time, it was a busy Saturday afternoon.
Mm.
I was help so there was this customer approached me. She was a little bit older, and are you familiar with like a Kindle?
Yes.
So yeah, so we have our own device called a Nook. It's like an e-reading
Oh, okay,
device.
yeah, yeah.
So she wasn't very much. She had an old Nook, but she was working. She just bought a new Nook, and she didn't know how to work it.
Mm.
So she was very much struggling trying to log in and trying to get all her old books back. So I was able to efficiently take time to talk with her and to clear up any confusion. So I was able to help her try to locate information by helping her log in again and trying to get all her books back, to get all her like electronic books back. But also through that, I wasn't just helping her resolve the issue. I was also educating her and trying to teach her how to use her Nook so that she's able to efficiently use it without trying to like struggle using it.
That's great. Would you say that was a smooth transaction?
Yeah, I would say it was a very smooth transaction. She was very much appreciative, and she was, saying that I was such a great help, and that our store was really like that. She was very happy to have great help from me.
That's great. We love good customer service for sure.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you liked least about your current job?
Yeah, so at Barnes and Noble, I really do enjoy working with my team, and I really enjoy that I was able to improve much more on my communication skills with customers
Mhm.
and working with my team. But I would say one thing that was lacking was just productivity.
Mm.
Um, and I feel like with productivity, my managers never really did much more of an efficient job to try to improve productivity throughout the store. So for example, I would say that like my managers really didn't really care when my coworkers were just standing around just talking, and I think that's not good because even on days when it's not like busy, we should always be trying to find something to do without being told.
Mm.
So such as like cleaning up a section. If you see there's like books that are misaligned, try to shift those books or try to improve on that section by making it look really nice. You want this sort of always be visually appealing for customers. And that also goes with other displays as well, such as our tables and our end caps. If you see something that's like out of date, or you see like an empty space on a table, try to with that table, try to find a new book to put on that table to refill the space. With the end cap, try to come up with a new idea for the end cap. If you see the book's been out for months, try to keep updating it with a newer book that just came out maybe like last week, so that it can increase also sales in store, and it can also show that as Barnes and Noble, we are also trying to keep up with trends that are currently going on through you know the through the world of reading.
I love that. Here at Gap, we are definitely, it's fast paced,
Hmm.
constantly moving environment. We love a go getter.
Hmm.
So I really love to hear that.
Thank you.
How do you think your role at Barnes& Noble can transition into the retail space here at Gap?
Yeah, so I would say that I'm very much skilled in adaptability and being able to quickly learn the ropes of new things. So I think that could be really beneficial to Gap just because I can be able to work not only on the sales floor, I could work also at register, and I could also work with helping out in other sections of the store, such as visual displays and also like reorganizing and trying to promote more of like a sales increase in the store by promoting more sales and promoting more of like rewards and promoting much more of a reason for customers to come back to us.
That's great. And are you familiar with Gap's like brand identity?
Yeah, so Gap is very much it's very much a well-known brand,
Hmm.
not even just here. It's predominantly mostly in the US, but definitely worldwide as well.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Gap, and I think with Gap, it's very much expresses freedom, it expresses diversity, and expresses the idea to be timeless and classic at all times. And what I mean by that is that it's timeless and classic not only for people my age, but also for people who are very much older, and even for like little kids as well. Gap really brings timeless pieces into fashion.
That's great to hear. We love you know, getting customers at a young age and watching them grow with us into, you know, the brand that it is today.
All right.
That's wonderful. I love hearing all your responses. Do you
Thank
have
you.
any questions for me?
So yeah, I would say a question I have is, what are some like skills that like you look for to be like proficient in the role that I am applying for, like a retail associate?
Some proficient things that we look for as a sales associate here at Gap is we love people who can easily adapt into our space. It's a big store. There's a lot of moving around, not to mention it's a high traffic store, so we get a lot of customers coming in and out of the store. So we love people who are quick on their feet, problem solvers, and very adaptable to the changes going on within the store.
Okay.
I feel like that sounds like it resonates with you very much.
Okay.
Great. Is there anything else?
No, I think that's all.
Wonderful. It was so nice meeting you,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Of course. We'll be in contact for sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good one.
You as well. Bye now.
Bye-bye.